My name is Ross Robinson. They call me Roscoe. So this is the new Lynx 2022 Boondocker DS. DS stands for Deep Snow. I'm excited to be one of the first to be on the sled and have the sled in North America. You can spring check this snowmobile, and has an 850 E-Tech under the hood, and it has a lot of that BRP DNA, but Lynx is from Finland, so Finnish company, where the terrain is rough, the conditions aren't always ideal, and there's some very distinct differences in this snowmobile that you really do feel when you ride it. So the Lynx platform is called the Radian platform, which is very similar to the Skidoo Gen 4 platform. We see a lot of similarities in the handlebar setup, the way that you stand on the snowmobile, and kind of the internal overstructure. That is very similar, and it does ride similar out of kind of initially, but once you dive into the bumps and the differentiating terrain that we face, that's when the differences kind of show up. So these are the Blade DS Plus skis. These are their Blade Deep Snow ski from Lynx. They're wider. They're probably, I think they're the widest thing we're going to see in the deep snow market right out of the box. They're a little bit longer than the Skidoo ski if you're comparing the two, but great flotation, and so far a very predictable ski that I haven't found anything I don't like about it. And I, as a rider personally, aren't a huge ski guy. I never change skis out. I usually just ride what the snowmobile has. So these are a win so far, and the flotation's awesome. You get that extra width. I think they're like almost 7 inches wide as well. So you can see this massive rear track shock back here that really does eat up a lot of the bumps, and how it ties into this front track shock or front pivot arm is wildly different than what we see. You know, typically they're tied in down here and the shock runs more vertically. So this long arm just gives it that ability to kind of fold back up into the skid. And so far, going down the trail and hitting the bumps, jumps, all sorts of stuff like that, this is the best snowmobile out of the box I've ridden for that. So on this 4100, this does have the 3-inch track. And on the back here, this is a question that we were going to answer a lot, is what the heck is this thing? This is essentially Lynx's Snowflap, and what it does is it will kick snow back up into the heat exchangers to help cool the snowmobile if you're riding on hard pack or somewhere where you need extra cooling. But it is easily removable if that's something that you'd like to do and you don't need that cooling, but it's just their take on a Snowflap. So of course, a staple of most mountain sleds now is the short tunnel. It's a huge game changer when it comes to what you're capable of doing on a snowmobile, and Lynx was the first to do it back in 2018 over in Finland, Sweden. Those guys had these short tunnels, and this looks like a really short tunnel because of the way that they've designed this bumper. The bumper is also really nice because it runs the length back down towards the running board, so out of the box you just have a really burly, strong bumper that stays out of your way and protects the back end of the snowmobile, so you can go do all your madness and throw anything at it and it's not going to fail you right out of the box. So it's a good job on that.